Greetings and salutations. Set Apart Gardens family, shalom, shalom. How y'all doing today? Today, I just wanted to come with a video real quick. I want to be a little transparent, but I want to talk about the vision for the homestead. So stay tuned, all right? All right, y'all, don't mind me. I'm just pouring some concrete for these posts that I'm doing for my chicken coop. But anywho, you know, I just wanted to be a little transparent because I know when I started this channel, right, I had a vision, I had a goal for my homestead. You know, it's the reason why it's called Set Apart Gardens, because this was to be a self-sufficient homestead for my family and myself. Now, you know, honestly, well, now, you know, honestly, I ain't gonna lie, you know, I went through a season in my life or whatever where after I had, you know, been awakened, you know, to a lot of the truths and stuff like that, and as far as who we are and following the Most High, you know, I wanted to go back to sleep. I ain't gonna lie. And so in doing that, you know, trying to be like the world, trying to, oh, you know, I want to make it a farm. I want to try to profit off of my land as much as I can and this and that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was doing. But, you know, the Most High had to reel me back in and say, hey, you know, the reason why you acquired this land in the first place was to be a self-sufficient homestead, was to show my people how to get back to the land, how to live off the land, how to do these things. And, you know, I had to come back to that realization, because this is the thing, when the Most High gives you something to do and you try to go your own way, you won't be blessed in whatever you're trying to pursue after that. And that's just the truth. If you're trying to pursue your own will after the Most High has gave you an assignment, you're not going to be able to prosper at that, no matter how hard you try, no matter how much you think you know. And so that's what I was going through for a while. It's like kicking against the pricks. You know how they say in scripture, kicking against the pricks. And that's what I was doing. But now, you know, I have gotten back to the vision, the original intention, as far as what this land, what this platform is supposed to be about, which is about self-sufficiency, which is a self-sufficient homestead, which is about taking care of family, taking care of self. Money's gonna come, influence is gonna come, all those worldly things are gonna be a byproduct of fulfilling the will of the Most High. And so that's what I'm focusing on now, is building my land to be self-sufficient, but also, you know, just being obedient to the Ruach, being obedient to the Holy Spirit, and you know, doing what the Most High has called me to do. And so now the main goal is just to do what I can, build the infrastructures, build all the animals, get all the animals that that the Most High, you know, wants me to get for this land, and just continue to show, you know, black people, Israelites, whatever you want to call us, the people of the book, the true chosen people, or whatever the case may be, is to show them how that they can do it. Because it's some uncertain times, man. Let's just be real. It's some uncertain times that's coming, and we want to make sure we can survive. And of course we're gonna survive. It's not our will, it's not our doing. The Most High will cover those who he loves and those who are for him. So let's get that straight. But faith without works is dead, and we have to know how to work. We have to know the skills that are required, and we have to prepare. You see what I'm saying? And so that's what this is. This is a time for preparation. We don't know what it's gonna look like, but this is the thing, we know who we serve. So when we know who we serve, we just be obedient to his will. He'll make sure we're okay. Just like in the past over in Egypt, while our ancestors were in Egypt. And so, you know, our ancestors were in Goshen, where they didn't receive the plagues. And so, you know, my faith is telling me that this is a Goshen, this is set apart. This is Set Apart Gardens. And so the vision for this land that the Most High has given me is self-sufficiency, and teaching self-sufficiency as well, so people can learn and not worrying about the influence of the monetary gain or none of that, but just focusing on being able to do for self, and using the gifts that the Most High has installed in me, in us, you know, as a people, because our ancestors knew all of this, and for some reason we lost it. Just like we lost our ordinances and we lost our customs and traditions and our heritage, you know, because the word prophesied we would discontinue from our heritage. And that's the same thing that's going on, where we discontinue from the heritage that our ancestors who was first brought to this land had, which was knowing how to till the soil, knowing how to work the land. That's why America is so prosperous, because we knew how to get out there, grow the cotton, grow the corn, grow the indigo, tobacco, whatever the case may be, and harvest it. We knew how to raise the animal. We knew how to breed the cattle. We knew how to, you know, breed the chickens, breed the sheep, all of those, the goats, all of those different things, the crops. We had our own kitchen gardens, our own vegetable gardens, raising the swine. You know, even though I don't eat swine, but, you know, our ancestors did, but they knew how to, they knew how to raise those things, and they knew how to harvest those things and eat those things. So, you know, that's just what it is. And so, you know, that's just, I just wanted to give y'all an update on where we are here at Set Apart Gardens. You see what I'm saying? But, you know, y'all has really been working, and so I'm thankful for that. You know, the sheep, I'm pretty sure they're pregnant. So I got 4 ewes now and 1 ram. So 4 ewes, I'm expecting at least 4 lambs come this spring, even more, because, you know, of course, they can twin, they can have twins, or they can have triplets, but at least 4. So that, my flock is now double. You see what I'm saying? Then the next goal is to get turkeys, even though I got turkeys, but get more turkeys, get a couple males and get way more females, build a turkey run, so that way they're forever producing, and heritage breeds at that. Getting heritage breeds turkeys so they can produce, you know what I'm saying, and reproduce is what I'm trying to say. And just have that going, and it being self-sufficient to where I don't have to go and buy any more birds outside of, you know, my land. Same thing for chickens. I already got hens, laying hens. Next thing to do, I'm gonna buy some more laying hens, because I love chickens. We love chickens. Me and my wife, we love chickens. So we're gonna buy more chickens. We're gonna build more chicken runs and chicken coops, because we want to have a lot of eggs, but also we want to have chickens that just breed, that specifically breed. So I know I was raising the Cornish crosses for meat, and I'm gonna continue to do that unless the Most High, you know, unless he convinced me to do something else. But I'm gonna continue to raise those for meat, but at the same time I'm going to have dual breeds of chickens that can produce eggs and that are good for meat. So I'm going to do both of those, and like I said, buy more chickens and buy more roosters to the point that they can breed, and I won't have to go and buy outside stuff. I already got the sheep, turkeys, chickens. Next thing, maybe goats. I don't know. I don't really like goats. I think I told y'all that before, because they so difficult and they got a mind of their own. But if it's for milk, I'm thinking about it. Then of course I'm gonna get some cattle. Get about 2 or 3 cows. I want to get the mini Dexters, because they won't eat as much as, you know, the full-grown cows, and allow them to breed. So that way I won't have to go buy cattle or go buy beef. You see what I'm saying? And then starting the fruit orchard. You see what I'm saying? All this right here, this is gonna be garden and fruit trees. All this. Chicken coops, of course, but all this garden and fruit trees over there in that big old field. Setting up some fencing so the sheep and the cattle, they can graze that field, and same thing over here in that field. And I'm gonna clear all this back behind me. This gonna be my garden area. And that's another thing, getting the garden situated, because I know this year I was mainly focusing on butchery skills, and as far as learning how to butcher and slaughter, which I've got down pat. So the next thing is to, of course, get the garden together, because I provided maybe 75, well, my wife and myself, we provided and butchered maybe 75% of the meat that we consumed this year, which is a lot. You see what I'm saying? So we did that, and of course that's always good. But guess what? Now we got to get to the garden and the staples that we eat, as far as vegetables and fruits and stuff like that. So that's the next thing. Then of course we got Chase, you know, my dog, which I've been training him lately. And he's been doing pretty good. And of course, I want to get into, you know, potentially breeding German Shepherds. You see what I'm saying? To the point to where, you know, if, you know, people want dogs for their land as pets or whatever the case may be, for protection, then guess what? You know what I'm saying? I have dogs or whatever the case may be, German Shepherds, purebred, and plus, you know, Chase, he's intelligent, he's smart, he's all that. So I'm working on training him. But yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. Is just self-sufficiency, to the point where we won't have to go outside of the farm, or outside of the homestead, farmstead, whatever you want to call it, outside of the land, to get the basic necessities. And once we get it down pat, teaching it to, you know, other black folks, other Israelites, you see what I'm saying? So they can know how to do it, they can learn, and we can develop communities of self-sufficiency, self-sustainability, you know, kind of like the Amish people, and kind of like, you know, a lot of communities who do their own things, because that's the goal. You see what I'm saying? Because like I say, if somebody has the power to feed you, they have the power to starve you. The first weapon of warfare is starvation. If they can cut off your food supply and your water supply, then you've already lost. You see what I'm saying? And not saying that, oh, it's gonna be this or that. You know, I don't know what the future holds, but I know the Most High is calling us to get back to the land. I mean, even in regards to our health. You know, if you look at statistics in our community, you know, Negro people, you know, we dying from all these different diseases. We dying at young ages. You see what I'm saying? We doing all these different things, and we eating all this stuff, this processed food, and you know what I'm saying? It's killing us slowly. But our ancestors lived to be well into their hundreds, 90s. I mean, if you got a great grandma, you know, when you know, if you around my age or older than me, your great grandmas lived to their 90s easily. My great grandma died at 93. She died at 93. You see what I'm saying? Because the food that they was eating was real. Look at the turkeys, y'all. They chilling. I gotta move their coop today, get them on some fresh pasture. But anyways, they the food that they was eating was real. You know, they was working out. They was working in that sun. They was consuming real stuff. They was living real lifestyles. They wasn't, you know, in the office all day under fake lighting and all that type of. They went, that wasn't what they was on. No, they was living real lives. They was laboring. They was, you know, they was doing their thing. You see what I'm saying? But most importantly, what they were consuming was good for them. But you know, us, everything is so convenient nowadays. We could just pull up to McDonald's or Burger King and we could be in and out 5-10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And have a full meal. But guess what? You got high fructose corn syrup. You got meat that might be raised in the laboratory, for all we know, might be created in the lab. You got pesticides, herbicides on all this stuff. You got preservatives, chemicals, all of those different things. You got red dye, yellow dye, green, all these different dyes. You got all these different things that are inside of one meal that is killing you. A lot of these things you can't even pronounce that's on these ingredients list. You can't even pronounce these things and these chemicals that they put in here, but yet we ingest them, we consuming them. The chicken and the stuff that we go buy from the store, these things is raised on top of each other. They never see the light of day. They living in their own excrement. They living in their own feces and urine, and they breathing in all that ammonia all day, and they just being pumped full of food. What you think that's doing to us? You see what I'm saying? So, anywho, I just say all that to say, the Most High gave me a renewed vision, and He reeled me back in after I went my own way, according to my own will, that landed me, you see what I'm saying, off the trajectory and off the course that He had for me. You feel what I'm saying? And so now He's giving me the renewed vision and the renewed mindset, which I must follow and which I am going to follow, so I can be blessed according to what His will is, because He's the one who opened the door and He's the one who can close it. And you know, with that being said, you know, that's the content. I mean, y'all been getting that content, but that's the content that this channel is going to be geared towards. More so is self-sufficiency than anything. And like I say, getting black to the land, because if you get somebody the power to feed you, you get them the power to starve you. But that's all I wanted to say to y'all. And y'all see my kids over there, they always mess with dirt. Come on, come here. Come here. Run. I want to show your pretty hair to the camera. I want to show you a pretty beautiful afro. Look, what you got to say? Cheese. Y'all look at this. Look at this. This hair like wool.
Whoa! I can show you something.
That's good hair. And why you got dirt in your head?
I don't know.
This hair like wool. But anywho,
But is it pretty?
I'm about to get back to doing what I gotta do. I gotta
I want to
post some more of this concrete, and I gotta dig these fruit trees up
the camera something.
because it's cold and it's freezing. What you got, acorns?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, cause you got that stuff in your hair. And yeah. Oh, anywho, yeah, I'm gonna dig these fruit trees up cause the ground, I'm pretty sure in a minute it's gonna be frozen, and I don't think these trees gonna do too good in the ground. So I'm going to dig a couple of them up, especially that banana tree over there. Hold on, let me show y'all. Let me show y'all this banana tree. And then my loquat tree is not doing good, so I'm gonna dig that up. Look at my loquat tree. It's looking bare. So I'm gonna put him in a container. Then of course I got my Alberta peach tree, which ain't looking too good. I'm gonna put that in the container. This is my cherry tree, which ain't doing too good. I'm gonna put that in the container. And then look at this, look at the banana. Like, it was just green maybe like a week ago. Look at it. So put that in the container and keep it. This pear tree, this is a pear. Yeah, this pear tree is doing pretty good. I'm gonna leave her alone because she's doing pretty good. So anywho, that's what we got going on, y'all. Getting these chickens right so they can have their own little space, cause I've been letting them free range. But of course with the free range, it's hard to find the eggs. It's like a scavenger hunt, like you know, I ain't with all that. But anywho, you know, leave a comment, man. You know, just let me know, you know what I'm saying, what you got from the video, whatever the case may be. But like I always like to say, you get somebody the power to feed you, give them the power to starve you. Peace and love, shalom.
Bombs over Baghdad really ain't that bad. Little wiretap, yes, yes. Little dodge in the IRS. Little haven from the taxman.